And it all started with the idea of the fact that most of us have at least one or two things around our property that we would kind of like to hide. It could be the garbage cans. It could be that chain link fence. It could be an electrical outlet box. Some of us have well pumps in our front yards as well. So what do you do to hide it? Like that, those big electrical boxes. How'd you like to make them disappear? Well, there's a company called Compass Home, and this is their expandable ivy privacy fence. The fence itself is an accordion-like willow. They use willow branches, real wood, and then they use a wonderful top-of-the-line artificial ivy, and it becomes this privacy fence unlike anything you've ever seen. This is Michelle Stretch. How are you?
Hi, Dan. Good to see you. Good morning.
It took from March until now
to get this
to
back.
get these back in, because it literally was a matter of waiting for the willow crop.
We had to harvest the willow crop,
Yeah.
exactly right. So this is Compass Home, as you mentioned, Dan. This is a company that brings you innovative items, indoor, outdoor, that are going to make your life easier. This, I think, is one of the greatest inventions I've seen. So this is a great privacy fence that goes from about 4 feet in width all the way out to 10 feet. So maybe you have low areas under your deck that you want to just cover up. So you can really do so much with this. And all you do is just move it like that with your hands. You can put it vertically.
If you go to a home center right now, you will find plastic trellis. And you might find white and you might find brown. And they are absolutely noticeable as plastic. I've got a 200-year-old farmhouse.
You want
I
something
can't
that looks
put
great.
up plastic trellis.
And we all do. We all want something that looks nice. It's the real willow wood, and everything here is hand tied. So, you know, these are hand put together, but
at a price that is about the same price of the plastic trellis. They're $29.96. QVC price, by the way, is $32.75, so you're saving some money. We've already had 200 of them ordered just so far in the last few moments. We don't have a lot of them. They are made by hand. The one that I purchased in March, actually I had to buy 2 of them, was to replace plastic trellis that's in the underneath area of my back porch. And we've had rain like you wouldn't believe in this area.
And
we
it's
had
doing
snow
great.
in March.
Look at the difference here, Dan.
Hiding the garbage can.
Yeah, so we have the garbage can back there, that chain link fence, which a lot of us have. Now you can just make that look absolutely beautiful. I set that there, but we give you 12 zip ties rather. So you can secure this easily to your fence. Super easy to use. Goes from 4 feet all the way out to 10 feet.
Come on out, Rachel.
Yeah.
What do you think of this idea?
Isn't this cool?
I think it's so pretty and so easy to camouflage and cover up all those areas that look kind of sketchy.
Kind of sketchy.
Gonna help me?
Kind of sketchy.
Just push this up like this. All I have actually here is one hook on the wall, and I can go again all the way up to 10 feet
Okay, that
tall.
is cool.
So if you want to just beautify a wall, maybe you have a piece of stucco that's been chipping off, you don't want to do that whole reface and spend all that money. Why not make this a beautiful fix right now? It's gorgeous. It looks like real climbing ivy.
And I was going to say, and I was going to ask Dan, because I swear to goodness, I bet Dan knows. You're not supposed to have ivy on your home.
No.
You know, if you're looking or buying or selling a home,
ivy.
you're not supposed to have real ivy on a home. And even though that looks really pretty, they tell me it's unwise.
It is.
So this is exactly how you get to have that beautiful look without destroying your home. I know Dan knows. He knows a little bit about everything, or a lot of it about everything.
Where I live, and again, the farm that we live on was built in 1790, and it was a plant that was not even indigenous to our area. It was brought here, and it is the most voracious ivy around. And it has been a nightmare to deal with. It's really pretty, but it damages stucco and damages wood. This doesn't. And these are made by hand.
Made by hand.
Instead of plastic, they use real willow. Those are real willow branches.
Wow, Michelle Stretch, you bring us such great things.
And they don't cut the tree down.
This. I use this too.
They trim it, so it's an ongoing resource. But every
Love
one of these really nice quality, these are some of the finest satin and silk plants. That's all strung by hand.
Yeah, absolutely. We have to do that by hand. There's no other way.
There's no machine,
And the other thing is that I'm 3 feet away and it looks very, very lifelike. Imagine when you're in the parking lot or you're in your driveway, look how beautiful it will
looks
look, and the curb
absolutely
appeal is going to be extraordinary.
Yeah.
And when you talk about landscaping, think about landscaping is another big deal and expensive in your home, right?
Yes.
So what a great alternative to flowers that are going to die.
And everybody,
on your fence.
I love how you put it. Everybody's got
They
something
will
on their
die, right?
property that's a little sketchy.
Right, exactly.
That's funny.
Yeah, do you want to try this over here?
For me, it's an overhang on my back deck
Yes.
area, and the only thing that I could do, I had used wooden trellis, but it wouldn't hold up.
Oh.
So they've got the plastic stuff that's impervious to weather, but it looks like plastic.
Okay, look how awesome that is in collapsing.
I know.
How did I
Yeah.
only
You know,
see part of the presentation,
we-
Michelle? I walked out here apparently blind.
We have 2 of these out here, and you may want to pick
I
up,
love
you know,
that.
measure your
That's-
area. You can go on a continuum. So you can put this, you know, from 4
Yep.
feet tall all the way out to 10 feet in length. This is about 3 feet high, by the way, our fence over
love
here.
that.
That's
so
exactly what I
3 by
did
6 right here.
On my back
Underneath
deck
your
area.
deck?
Yep.
Yeah, because
And-
there's
and
that
it
play
fits
space
in.
underneath the deck
Yep.
where the pets and the vermin and the things and the little cats
Yeah.
from the stray
And
cats,
I
they want to
somehow
get in
still,
underneath.
Still have a groundhog who got in there. Little fat butt runs around the backyard. So he doesn't hurt anybody. But because it's natural willow, it's impervious. Because it's the
Wow.
finest quality silk plant, it's impervious. So we can go from
This
thin
right here is
and
50,
about
yeah, this
4.5
is 50,
feet
yeah, about
tall
4.5 by 12 inches. You can
to
go
10
feet in length, and
and
this is
about a
about
foot-
a
a
foot
foot high.
high. Yeah, so maybe
Wow.
you do have those small areas under your deck. Maybe you want to hide that deck equipment, or you have that muddy area. If you have a gate, quite frankly, that you don't want your neighbors just looking through,
Sure.
what a great solution, and what a great way to make an oasis. Maybe on your patio of your apartment, put some lights in here. You're adding green, you're adding something that looks natural and
Here's the
gorgeous.
other
And
idea.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you have a
Ladies first.
pergola, I know sometimes, you know, when you want to if you put this on top, so you saw this and then you strung some lights.
Sure.
And I know, you know, usually a pergola you keep open, but as you get into the fall and you want to create that outside oasis, you could easily do that. Michelle, you're looking at me like,
So
maybe.
here's
no,
the other
I
factor.
absolutely love that
I love
idea.
that idea.
I love the idea of adding lights and adding the greenery. You're going to make your own little, like you said, you're going to create an oasis
Yes.
in your home. You're going to be giving yourself privacy, and you're going to be adding beauty.
It's built to withstand outdoor elements, but don't forget about interior spaces
Oh,
as well.
sure.
A big thing in interior design is bringing nature from outside inside.
Yeah.
So
Look at
maybe it's
that.
one section of a wall, or it's a little bit of decorating. The same piece that you see here in what looks like all these different shapes and sizes is the
It's all
same
the
piece.
same, yeah.
So people are picking up more than one. We've had over 1,500 that have been ordered.
Yeah.
1,700 now. Michelle brought this to us in March.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough, I was on the air with her. It blew out very, very quickly.
Of course it
But
did.
because they're made by hand, it took from March until now,
Wow.
middle of
We had
August,
to harvest the willow.
to get them
It's real
back
willow
in.
wood.
But the trees are not cut down, they're just trimmed.
Yes.
So it's a renewable resource, but they are again done by hand. There's no machine that can do this type
And
of work.
here's how easy it is, guys. It's not, there's no installation required. You don't have to
I
cut
hate
anything.
the look of chain link fence.
All you do is just, quite frankly, set it. We give you 12 zip ties. You can zip tie it on. You can use a hook if you want. It's super easy, super weathered, and it's breathable. So
I
the
love
wind's
that.
going to go
Right.
through that. So you're not going to have to worry about it, you know, blowing apart or falling over. It's breathable because of that accordion design.
I totally love it. I love it
Isn't that so
underneath
cool?
decks. I was going to say, is there anything
So
that we
cool
need to
too.
do to like to stake it to the ground a little bit more firmly or what have you if you put it under your deck, or it just kind of fills the space?
You know what?
It kind of
Yeah.
fills the space. You
Got
really
it.
don't have to.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
because I put it up underneath.
Oh, yes.
I drove a couple nails in and just literally hung it.
That's it. Got it.
So- That's
Look at this,
perfect.
like you're doing.
Well,
right
we
now,
have
you're
one-
hanging it.
Yeah,
And I
one
have
indoor
one
outdoor
hook
hook.
right
I
there.
love that.
One hook
pretty
right
that
there,
is.
and because of that accordion design, it's going to stay there. If you're putting it outside and you're using a hook outside,
Right.
you may want to, you know, put another hook on there as well. But it just adds. I mean, this, you know, think about what the front of this garage looked like before we had this up here.
And it's
It looks
outside, so rain is
gorgeous.
okay? Is
Yep.
there
Rain
any?
is fine. Sun is fine.
Snow is fine.
Yeah,
Snow
this
is fine,
Indoor,
okay. Well-
outdoor.
Okay.
Here's the way I figured it out. Because it's made of willow wood,
Right.
most willow trees are outside.
Indeed.
That's how I figured that out.
That's the truth.
Well, of course,
There you
but
have
I
it.
didn't know necessarily about the
With the
silk
leaves.
flowers
No,
and the
it's
leaves.
the best
Yeah,
quality.
the faux
and they don't
leaves.
sun fade. I've had
Okay.
mine since March, and there has been no sun fading whatsoever. They're a nice, rich, deep green. And it is different. The only alternative that I had ever seen was plastic or wooden trellis.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
the kind that you cut, that you
Yeah.
have to roll out, you have to cut it.
how pretty
This
these
is
are.
so easy to use. Yeah, and maybe we could get a close-up look too when we come back
can
at
really
how
see the
nice
wood.
that is.
Let
And
me-
willow
I'm gonna
wood, by the
tip
way,
it.
is more durable than bamboo wood.
you
I
can
just
see
wanted
it
to
in
let
the
you know
back
that. It's
better.
more dense than bamboo. So beautiful accordion design. There you're seeing that. That is that cut willow wood. It contributes to the look of how real
But
this
everywhere where the willow comes together,
Tied
it is
on.
You can see it on the back.
hand attached. And they did a beautiful job.
is. It really, the craftsmanship on this is wonderful.
Yeah, your folks have a lot more patience
You
than I
know,
do.
And just the design of this. It's so amazing how you can take this beautiful this lattice work design, this accordion design, and just do something so beautiful with it. You're
cool.
going to have fun with it. Maybe you have a wall inside your home where the paint is chipping off, or you're not sure what to do there. You can put this inside very
Sure.
easily. Yeah,
And it's
inside, outside.
Compass Home, which is
Love
a brand
it.
name that you'll learn to love. They are coming out with innovative indoor and outdoor decorating solutions at affordable prices. We have had now, how many?
Look at this.
Dan?
10
Oh,
feet.
I love it.
Over 2,600 of
When I
you
buy
have
my
been on
new
the
home.
phone lines.
You love
Our
it,
phone
yeah.
lines are busy. Take advantage of that great featured price. Take advantage of what is now limited quantity. And Michelle Stretch, thank you.
Thanks,
Very,
Michelle.